Sup people, sup chat, welcome to my Prem predictions for the 2026 and 2027 season. Basically, we're going to kickstart it off with going through who I think is going to be in what place, and then we're going to go for like the golden boot, golden glove, and let's get straight into it. So here we have the tier list. This is going to be the list we use, and then we'll review it back at the end of the season to see where I think and what I got right. So in 20th place, a team that was, in my opinion, lucky to come up, doesn't really have the funds or the backing or anything like that to actually make it in the Prem. Unfortunately, it's going to be Hull. Unfortunately, Hull City are going to be bottom. I honestly think they might beat the Derby record of the lowest points in the Prem. Unfortunately, I feel like that's how things are going to go. Next team, if I'm being honest, I think they've been overhyped. They did well in the championship. They did very well. They did win it, but I feel like they're not as going to be as good as people think they're going to be. Frank Lampard was at Chelsea when he was originally in the Prem, which he didn't do good with them. And he had a better team. I honestly think Coventry go back down in 19th. And you might think, wait a second, am I just going to put the three teams that come up to go down? No. I honestly think Nottingham Forest are going to scrape the relegation, and then Ipswich Town are going to sit 17th. To be completely honest, I think Ipswich Town have spent 200 million, and you can look at the players they've signed. They are very good players. Nottingham Forest haven't really signed anyone. Hull haven't signed anyone. Coventry haven't signed anyone. I think they've signed a few people, but nothing compares to Ipswich. So I feel like Ipswich are going to get that 17th place and stay up, which would be great because I am an Ipswich fan. But that is my honest opinion. I'm not biased because I said Ipswich Town will go down last time I was in the Premier we did. So right, so in 17th we've got Ipswich. So we now need 16th place, which I feel like is going to be a bit of a tough choice. But if I'm being honest, it's going to be Everton. I feel like Everton are going to struggle. They've not signed anyone other than Brennan Johnson. Their team isn't actually that good, and it's aging, whereas a lot of the other teams are getting younger and faster. So I feel like Everton are going to be in that 16th place and struggle in the Prem as well. I'm then going to go with Crystal Palace. Glasner's left, so if I'm being honest, it's going to be a bit of a tough, tough season for them. I don't think they're going to do as well. They do have the same squad, but it's not the same tactics. It's a new manager. I just don't think they're going to do well. So I do feel like they're going to sit in that 15th place. So now we're on to 14th, which I honestly think in 14th place is going to be Newcastle. I don't think this manager is going to hit how they feel like he's going to hit. A lot of their players are left, and they've not actually brought in anyone to replace those good of players that they've lost. So I'm going to put them in that position. In 13th place is a bit of a tough decision, if I'm being honest, but there's quite a few teams. You've got like Fulham, Bournemouth, Sunderland, Leeds. But honestly, I feel like it's going to be Sunderland. I feel like Sunderland and Newcastle are going to sit at that lower point of the table. I'm only going for that because Sunderland have got European football. So they're going to be playing in 4 different competitions, and they've not made any signings. So that one team is going to have to play every single game, and with a few rotations. I feel like they're going to get some injuries. They're going to lose a few games they shouldn't be losing. So yeah, I feel like they're going to get 13th. So now moving on to 12th. Honestly, I feel like it's pretty easy. I'm gonna go with Leeds in 12th. I feel like Leeds are they're gonna be a good side. They've made some cracking signings. The few of the players they've already got are really good. So it kind of I feel like they're gonna have a good season. And then to sit with them, I feel like it's gonna be Brentford. Brentford is gonna be sat with them in 10th. Yeah, in 11th place is going to be Brentford. Right. Next team I feel like is going to be in 10th. Honestly, yeah, it's going to be Brighton Hove. It's just going to be Brighton. They're going to be middle of the table. They're always in that position. Brighton, they're just a team that kind of does well, doesn't do well. So we'll leave them there. In ninth, I feel like it's going to be Fulham. Fulham are going to get that ninth position. Same as Brighton. They're a good team. They do well and they don't do well. They have lost João Jimenez, who's gone back to Wolves. I don't know if I actually haven't checked if they've made any other signings, but I feel like that is going to be where they're going to sit. So the last one in this category of the upper mid-table, I feel they're not going to have the greatest season up they think they're going to have, and they're going to be playing quite poor. I honestly think it's going to be Manchester United. I don't think they're going to play as well as people think they're going to play. Like in pre-season, they got run all over, so I feel like they're going to be in that 8th position, and then they're going to sack Carrick and get a new manager in. Which people might disagree with me on that. I don't care. I don't think Man United are that good, and I don't think they're going to get high up. In 7th, I think it's going to be. You know what? In 7th, I think it's going to be Villa. I think Villa are going to be 7th. They played really good against PSG in the Super Cup. They do have a lot of players out, but yeah, I feel like 7th is going to be where they go. And then in the next position, you might think this is going to be a bit weird, but I think it's going to be Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth are going to get 6th. They're going to have a good season. They do anyway with the players they've got and the manager they've got. They did lose Areola though, but I still think. Actually, no, I'm going to change this round. I'm going to change my mind. I know I'm going to go Bournemouth 7th, Villa 6th. Villa are going to get 6th. And then, very controversial, I'm going to go Manchester City in 5th. They're going to, under Maresca, they're going to play shocking. I honestly think they're going to play shocking. Right? They are. I honestly feel like they're going to play shocking. Just looking at them in the Community Shield, they got opened up like a can of beans. They were literally under pressure. They couldn't do anything. They're probably going to get better as the season goes on, but I don't think it's going to recover them. I think they're going to get 5th. Next position, I think is going to be. I didn't mean to grab Liverpool. Sorry. I think it's going to be Tottenham in 4th. Under the Derby. Yeah, I think they're just going to have a good season. Get top 4, get Champions League football. They're not going to win nothing, but that is where I feel like they're going to sit in there in the end of the season. And then in 3rd, I think it's going to be Liverpool. I think Liverpool are going to get 3rd. Just new manager, some good signings, but they haven't actually performed. They haven't proven to perform together yet. So I'm just going to stick them in 3rd, and that's where they're going to sit. And then we've got Arsenal and Chelsea. Chelsea have got Alonso, who made Leverkusen a great team. He did. I don't think he's going to do it in his first season, so I'm going to put Chelsea 2nd, but they are going to be a force. Yeah, they're going to be a good team. They will be. We know that with Alonso, but I think it's going to take them a season to get there, and then maybe next season they win it. But for now, yeah, Chelsea, I feel like are going to get 2nd. They're going to have a good season, but unfortunately, we're all going to hate it. We're all going to hate it. We're all going to hate seeing them on social media, saying what they're going to be saying they're the best team in the world. But unfortunately, as much as everyone pains to want to say it, Arsenal are going to be back-to-back Premier League champions for the first time in their history. And it's going to be horrible. But that is what I feel like is going to be the case. So that is my Prem predictions. I think, Hull are going to unfortunately be the new holders of the worst points in the Prem team, followed by Coventry and Forest, and Ipswich Town 17th, just scraping that. Honestly, by like 5 points, I reckon Ipswich stay up. Then Everton, Palace, Sunderland, Newcastle, Sunderland, Leeds, Brentford, Brighton, Fulham, Manchester United. You know what? Actually, I'm changing it. I'm gonna swap Manchester United and Bournemouth. Actually, that is how I think it's genuinely gonna look. I'm locking in this. Right. I'm locking in Manchester United 7th with Villa 6th, Manchester City 5th, Tottenham 4th, Liverpool 3rd, Chelsea 2nd, and unfortunately Arsenal will be winning the Premier League again. Yeah, so that is that. We're now going to talk about who I think is going to be the Golden Boot winner. See, this I feel like it's going to be really hard to pick because it isn't going to be anyone from Arsenal, because Arsenal aren't a high scoring team. They're very score 2 or 3 goals and then kind of control the game, which they do very well. Like, you can't take that away from them, but they don't have players who go out and score goals and goals and goals on end. I honestly think it's going to be Haaland, but I just don't think they're going to win many games. But Haaland's going to score goals because he always does score goals, even if, like, for Norway and things, even if they lose, they score goals. Golden Glove is going to be Raya. There's no need to debate that. It's going to be Raya. It normally is. So yeah. Yes, I think you guys for watching my Prem predictions. We'll come back to this in a year's time and review it. And then again, after we reviewed it, there'll be another video of me doing the Prem predictions for the next season. Let me know if you disagree or agree. And go to my Twitch and come follow me. Twitch.tv/PureOJ will be in the description. Join the Discord as well, because I have got a fantasy football going, and you will win a £10 gift card voucher if you do win. But yeah, much appreciated. Bye.